street. You can see there the protesters are coming down this march that started at the old Patco depot, the bus depot in Marabastad, and they have mobilized. It seems like the crowd has significantly increased from what we saw this morning. Of course, they've got a string of points that they have highlighted that they feel is enough motivation for the president to step down as they make their way to the union buildings. Now joined by the United Civic Movement spokesperson, and that is Mr. Mthunzi Luthuli. You can tell us perhaps better, in short, highlighting the reasons that have brought this gathering and why you have united, going to the union buildings to call for the president to step down.
The reason we're having this march is basically to force the president, to force Cyril Ramaphosa to resign as president of the country and head of state. And the reason we are calling for his resignation is that Cyril Ramaphosa has been engaged in criminal activities. We had the Phala scandal. He has been shielded from facing the law. If you and I were found with $580,000 US dollars in our house, we would be in prison by now. Secondly, President Ramaphosa bought his presidency. We know that in Nasrec, he used money which was collected in London and Europe and from white businesses in South Africa to buy his presidency of the ANC, and therefore by extension to buy the presidency of this country. We cannot allow a situation where a president of this country uses money to get into office. Number three, the economy of this country is in tatters. We are stagnating. He has failed to restructure the economy despite what he promised when he wanted to be elected as president. And so those are just some of the reasons. And we feel that, let me not forget, the revelations by General Umkhonto. They added just an impetus into what we already knew. You see, the president knows and he knew everything that General Umkhonto said, because he gets intelligence briefings in his office on a regular basis. So there is no way that the president didn't know about the criminality within the SAPS and which involves politicians as well. He obviously knew about it. And then the issue is, if he knew about it, why didn't he do anything about it?
Just on the accusation that the president bought his way into the union buildings, that's a very serious accusation, and we really have to probe that. On what are you basing this?
They sold out South Africa, and they've sold out against black South Africans. It's a fact. This is not speculation. Okay, this economy does not serve black people. It serves white business and white interests. We are the most unequal society in the world. White people have gotten richer, black people have gotten poorer. That's a fact. The ANC, we don't have land. Everything that we wanted when our forefathers fought, when they were within the real ANC, not this ANC.
Well, we'll pick up that interview when we get to the union buildings. Of course, we have run out of time, but here are the visuals of the crowd that is marching through the streets of Pretoria, Madiba Street to be exact. They're heading to the seat of power, the union buildings, where they will be demanding for President Cyril Ramaphosa to step down. Of course, you heard there the claims, them highlighting some of their grievances. For now, we'll toss it back to studio.
MK Party March. What Mandela would think of Ramaphosa today. A crowd of Umkhonto we Sizwe, MK, party members marched to the union buildings in Pretoria on Friday, demanding the resignation of President Cyril Ramaphosa and the prosecution of embattled Minister of Police, Umkhonto. By 3 p.m. the crowd had arrived at the seat of the South African government, where they found a large contingent of public order police officers waiting. Some of the South African Police Service, SAPS, and the Tshwane Metro Police Department officers had marched with the crowd from Church Square in the Pretoria CBD. The crowd heading to Union Buildings made a detour by the Maupa Naga SAPS offices in Arcadia, where they handed over a memorandum of demands. The memorandum was delivered by MK Party National Organizer Joan Ndlela and was received by Lieutenant General Samo Chamane, who also signed it. Afterwards, the MK Party members walked to the Union Buildings where MK Party's national spokesperson, Nelson Mandela, handed over their memorandum to Vincent Nkabandwang, a manager in the presidency. As the Umkhonto Sizwe Party, we view the month of July as the month of justice. The events of July unrest of 2021 are still fresh in our memory. We cannot forget that this president has presided over one of the most chaotic presidencies of our country. To top it all, he entered into a coalition with the DA in a deliberate move to destroy the state, said. We believe Ramaphosa is not fit to lead this country and must do the honorable thing, as what Comrade Nelson Mandela would have done. He would have told him to resign. We request him that today, on an exemplary day, that he does the honorable thing and resign, which he did not do. With that, we are disappointed but not surprised. Among its gripes, the MK Party insists Ramaphosa used the Union Buildings to shield himself from accounting on the Fela scandal. Apart from Ramaphosa resigning, the MK Party is demanding that all the people implicated by KwaZulu-Natal Provincial Police Commissioner, Lieutenant General Mandela Legacy, including Chinu, and Deputy National Police Commissioner, Lieutenant General Shadrack Sibiya, to be prosecuted. The Jacob Zuma-led party has threatened to bring a motion of no confidence in Parliament against Ramaphosa. After receiving, signing, and stamping on the memorandum, the presidency's Vincent Nkabandwang said the document would be given to Ramaphosa. We are going to give it to the president, and then the president will do whatever he has to do with the memorandum. You will receive an acknowledgement from the office of the president to say the president has received your memorandum, and he is attending to it, said Nkabandwang. Earlier this week, Equato World News reported that the MK Party had formally delivered a letter of demand to President Ramaphosa, calling on him to resign from office by 9 a.m. on Friday. In the letter seen by Equato World News, among other things, the MK Party tells Ramaphosa that the decision to appoint Professor Kakalia as acting Minister of Police is in contravention of the Constitution because the academic is not a member of Cabinet or the National Assembly. Ndlela said Ramaphosa must resign in honor of Mandela, the founding commander-in-chief of Umkhonto Sizwe, the military wing. Like and subscribe for more. Thanks.